Hello, this is Kate from dailytarotgirl.com, and this is your weekly tarot card reading. And for this week's reading, I'm using a deck that I don't think I've ever used before for one of these readings. It's called the Tarot of the Sweet Twilight. And because this is a deck that I'm so unfamiliar with, I've had this deck for a long time, but I haven't really worked with it. So because it's a deck that I'm so unfamiliar with, I think this reading may be a little weird. So I just want to say that off the bat before I get started. It may be a little bit different from what you're used to, so just bear with me. Okay, so let's begin with the first card. So I drew these cards with the intention of getting kind of an overview of the week ahead. So this first card is going to represent Monday and Tuesday of the upcoming week. Okay, this is an easy card. I like this card. So we're starting off the week with the Two of Cups. Now, the Two of Cups is a card that is all about healing, and it's also about relationships and coming together with another person and working together with someone, collaborating with someone. So this can be a very romantic card. And it can also just be a card about relating to another person, not necessarily in a romantic way. It's basically a card of partnership. So that could also be business partnership, as well as friendship or romantic partnership. So the beginning of the week, Monday and Tuesday, I feel the message is about healing. And I think it's about healing, I feel like it's about healing relationships and perhaps even making amends. And if there's something that maybe a relationship that is somewhat damaged or needs some work, the beginning of the week is a really good time to focus on that and repair that relationship if that's what you feel called to do. This is really about the healing that happens when you mend relationships. And you know how it is when you have a relationship that is somewhat damaged, and you don't really ever mend it, and it's always kind of there in the back of your mind that you never really made amends with that person, that there's still kind of loose ends that need to be tied up. There's still kind of, strong feelings or hurt feelings. So I feel like this card is really about mending relationships, healing relationships, so that healing can happen with you from within. I feel at the same time, this is also a card of enjoying the relationships that are going really well and showing your appreciation. I'm just going to look at this card a little bit closely because there's a lot going on here. There's wine, candles, all kinds of neat stuff. Okay. So let's move on to the middle of the week, so Wednesday and Thursday. And we have the Hermit. That's kind of interesting because with the Two of Cups, it's all about relationships and relating with someone else. And the Hermit is about the relationship that you have with yourself and relating to you, relating to yourself. And what I'm getting from this card is it's like the middle of the week is a time to really strengthen that relationship that you have with yourself. You can even think of it as the relationship you have with your higher self or your spiritual self. But this is really about spending time alone with your thoughts and your feelings and enjoying your own company. And also there's something really magical, I think, that happens when we spend time alone. Because when we're with other people, we're always kind of switched on. We're always engaging with another person and getting ideas from outside. Whereas when we're alone, we're just alone with our thoughts and our feelings, and we can reflect. And that's often when we get some really amazing ideas, is when we're just alone and we don't have the distraction of other people in our lives at that moment. So the middle of the week is a good time to carve out some me time, some alone time, and really focus on nurturing that relationship that you have with yourself and getting comfortable being alone. I think there's something very empowering about being alone and being completely at ease. And a lot of people are not at ease with themselves when they're alone. So this is something to kind of focus on and ask yourself, do I feel at ease when I am all alone? Or do I immediately reach for something to distract myself? Like, do I immediately want to go watch TV, or do I want to go online, or do I want to look at my phone, or even do tarot readings? Or, is there something that I immediately reach for to distract myself? Or am I okay with just kind of pottering around and just being with myself? Okay, so let's move on to the next card. This card is for the end of the week, so Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And we have the Two of Wands. I love how colorful these cards are. They're really beautiful. Okay, so we've got the Two of Wands for the weekend. And I'm just going to bring this card a bit closer. So there's all these signs that say Death Valley, Death Valley, Death Valley, and they're pointing her in one direction. So the Two of Wands is essentially about pausing and reflecting and figuring out which direction you want to put your energy. Now in this card, it feels like everyone is telling this girl to go in one direction. She sees everyone else going in that direction. So this is about really reflecting and figuring out, where you've been putting your energy lately. And has it been working for you? Do you want to continue putting your time and your effort into those things moving forward? If not, where do you want to put your energy? And be open to the idea that what other people tell you to do may not be what you decide to do. That may not be the right decision for you. So what I love is that this card comes after the Hermit, because the Hermit is all about going within and listening to that inner still voice. It's all about reflecting. And the Two of Wands is kind of similar to the Hermit in that this card is also about pausing, going within, reflecting. But the Hermit is more kind of a spiritual type card, more of an archetype sort of card, whereas the Two of Wands is more down to earth. She's kind of like the Hermit in action in your everyday down to earth kind of life. So, to me, it seems like this is a week of healing and reflecting and kind of getting your shit together, sort of gathering your energy and figuring out where you're going to direct it moving forward. And I feel like, I just lost my train of thought. Okay, I'm going to look at these three cards together and just see if there's anything else that jumps out at me. There's so many symbols here. I feel like I need to sit longer with these cards than the time that I have. I feel like I could spend like an hour or more just looking at these cards. It feels like with the Hermit and the Two of Wands, it's almost like the wind is blowing in the same direction with those two cards, which is really interesting. And I want to open it up to you as well. And I want to ask for your perspective on these cards. Is there something that stands out to you? Is there a symbol or something that you're noticing that really stands out to you? What do these cards seem to be saying to you? And feel free to leave me a comment. Okay, I'm just looking to see if there's anything else I want to mention. It feels like a week where we're going to be doing a lot of inner work, but also it's about getting organized and figuring out where we want to go from here. And of course, before you figure out where you're going to go and where you're going to put your energy, you have to do this work of healing relationships and healing the relationship with yourself and really kind of going within and getting comfortable with yourself. If you don't do those steps first, it's a lot harder to be successful with the last card, with the Two of Wands, in terms of directing your energy in the right direction. So really lovely cards this week, and I'm excited to see how the week pans out. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching, And if you enjoyed this video, I encourage you to subscribe. I do these videos, these reading videos every single week, every Friday. So you can subscribe and check out my website, dailytarotgirl.com. I've got all kinds of fun tarot learning resources on my site. And I just want to say, have a wonderful week and thanks for watching.